Okay. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm Alexis, the founder of Fanfaire, and today I have Nancy from SYS Balloon Designs. She is based in Southern California, and Nancy is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to social media marketing. She's built up a pretty good following herself. She's tried different strategies, different looks for how she does her content. She is dialed in on like what music to choose, what hashtags to use, like all of those things. So I've come to her for a lot of advice over the years. We actually did a session of this before here in the community, but also an Instagram live about it. So like Nancy really does know her stuff. Like I said, she's based in Southern California. She's worked with some of our local partners like LA Balloons. She also partners up with Anagram. She's partnered with other balloon companies over the years. And she also does balloons for celebrities, guys. And like she did the balloons for The Bachelor. Like she's done like a lot of cool stuff, like some of my favorite celebrities, which she's always so tight-lipped about who it is. But I'll text you on the side who I know. But anyway, Nancy, thanks for doing this today. I'll let you share your screen and present to us.
Um, can you share the slides for me? I don't know how to because I have it in a different computer. I have the
Absolutely.
Yes, okay, thank you. Well,
Okay.
first of all, thank you, Alexis, again for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here. I like to help, I like to share, especially in groups. Like I really enjoy showing what has worked for me. That's a very important thing because we learn a lot of things on, on Instagram, on Facebook, and all these things. We take different classes, but for me, for my business, this is what has worked. And so I've been in business since 2006. We just actually we're celebrating this year 20 years. And so I didn't really realize it until we went to see a customer. Well, we went to do an event for a customer about 2 weeks ago, and he's like, "Oh, well, it's your anniversary. Happy anniversary." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's true." Like 20 years. So that's when I started with balloons. And in 10 years later, in 2016, that's when I started my business, like, with my balloon uh, name and all that stuff, like everything the right way. So I have had my share of the learning process and then the business process. And even though you guys don't see me with the store and all that, it's okay because business doesn't mean that you have to have a storefront. It means that it's working, whatever is working for you. And then because of times changing, the economy and all that stuff, what works for you is okay. It doesn't matter. We don't have, a van yet or a storefront. It's okay. That's why we build all this up to get to the goal that we are putting ourselves for. So, that is me. Another thing also, I do, like Alexa said, I do a lot of collaborations. I put myself out there. I was scared. I know we all start scared, and it's okay also. Like as long as you keep trying, don't give up. I do collaborations with Cricut. How did I get with Cricut? Because I talked to other crafters. It wasn't even all the collaborations that I have had are not because I collaborated with other balloon artists, but with other people that are not in the industry. I got into Cricut with a crafter. I got into Sure Bonder with a crafter. Create Room. They reached out to me because I got this dream box, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to do something different. And I filled it up with my balloon things, and they saw my video and they're like, hey, do you want to be an affiliate? And I said, oh my God, yes. So one of the things that has worked for me a lot is doing things that not everybody else does. Use your imagination, use your creativity. Don't just do the trends, do other things that other people are not doing. And that also catches the brand names, and tag them, hashtag them. Now you don't have to even like go on stories, and you don't have to do the what is it called, the tag on the story, you can just mention them sometimes just so they can see it, just so they can see it. But we'll go into that more. But other than that, oh yes, and then Anagram, of course, they reached out to me. I've done also things with Tough Text, LA Balloons. I've done classes in Joker and other groups too. So I am very happy to help. Again, thank you, Alexis, for the opportunity. And we're gonna get started. Okay, my first slide after the introduction is what social media really does. So this is very important because you need to know what social media does so you can work your posting and your stories and all of these things. So for example, the first one, social media free advertising. So that's where, for example, you tag your brands. This is where you tag the brands, you tag the character that you're doing a theme of, tag because all of our balloons that we're buying should be licensed. They should be from the company, for example, Anagram. Anagram has all the licensing for all your character balloons. So you are okay to tag Pokemon, Strawberry Shortcake, Ninja Turtles, tag them. That's what catches their attention. Also, when you are using wording in your stories, make sure that, I know most of us right now are using ChatGPT. Always ask it to do search engine online words. So what that means is, because Instagram is turning into a search engine, which means people are going to Instagram to go search for strawberry shortcake balloon decor. So those words need to be on your either on your story caption, on your post caption, or on your real voiceover. So those are very important. SEO words, search engine online words. Okay. People don't buy balloons, they buy moments. That's another thing. You need to, when you guys are posting, make sure you always record yourselves doing the work, because yes, that has been creating some attraction on my page right now. And I haven't posted a lot of behind the scenes because I recently had a surgery, so I haven't been doing a lot of balloon work. But with my Cricut stuff right now, they are looking. They're literally looking. So it's very important that you guys are posting behind the scenes. I post when I have the students in my house. I post when they're while they're working with their hands, and that literally is helping my viewing go up right now. Followers, I was at 10.5. I'm at 10.9, close to 11K right now. And this is just in like 3-4 months.
So
Number
Nancy, so for your points on doing the behind the scenes stuff, is that people will watch it for longer, and so that kicks it to for people to
Yes.
understand. So
Yes,
yeah.
because so what happens is that the longer they watch, even though you post it on your story, they'll click on it and they'll go to the actual video on your feed. So that means that they're watching it longer. And that tells Instagram, oh, they're watching her content. So they're going to boost it up.
Mhm.
So the longer they stay watching, the better for you. Also, very important, it's on number 4 here. It says keep your reels 7 to 15 seconds. It's okay if you record on time lapse. And most important, it's like also use your voiceover. Use your voiceover. I know that it is hard. I know that some of us have trouble with, I don't like my voice, but you can tweak it. Instagram has a little it has some editing tools when you're doing the reel, and it asks you like how you want to change the voice. So you can do a squirrel voice, you can do a man voice, you can do a woman voice, a happy voice. There's all these types of voices that you can switch your voice into, and it's pretty fun.
Wait,
So
hold
just
on.
yeah,
You're
it's
gonna
pretty
go
fun.
into more detail on some of these
Yes.
specific tech. Okay, all right. This is
Yes.
just all right. Go. I don't want to derail you. Go
Yeah.
for it.
So and then number 3, I skipped number 3. Videos bring clients more than pictures. Yes, because they want to see you in action. So action is what calls the attention to your viewers and new followers. Mm-hmm. Anybody have any questions on this one?
Well, my only thing is keep the reel 7 to 15 seconds. Like
Yeah.
mine are definitely a lot longer than that. So maybe that is a problem.
Yes.
You really, that seems like can you really even get all the stuff in 15 seconds?
Well, you have to cut your video into different sections. You can't just put everything in one video. That's the thing. So when you record, you have to record in mini videos. Not they have to be longer than a second, definitely, so they can work for your reels, but they can't be each like a minute unless you're willing to edit, cut,
Mm.
and then put it together, which is sometimes that's what happens to me. That's why it takes me longer to post sometimes. But that's why I kind of keep it like time lapse most of them. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is there a place for long form or no?
Um, there is, but it's not like it doesn't attract what you're looking for, like the followers and the viewers. Like they will literally skip over your long videos. And I know that because you can also tell like on your professional dashboard, if you go on Instagram and you show your professional dashboard, you will see like right below where the following it tells you how many people skip, how many people stay, how many people, and then it'll also show you like your videos, the content that you are like that you're posting, how good it went and how good it didn't go. And also you learn from that which ones not to do anymore and which ones to keep, using. Mm-hmm. So it's
Okay.
super easy. Like the professional dashboard is very helpful. It's very helpful. Um, how I use Instagram, my simple strategy. So I post real work. I don't perfect content. I used to be a perfectionist with content. I thought that everything had to be, looking good and my face had to show or my shirt had to show or that I was showing, like, oh, here is my backdrop. Oh, here is what I use. And no, like literally you can just put it on time lapse, do the work, and then when you do your voiceovers, when you do the explanation. And for example, on the time lapse of doing your work, you don't need the whole entire time lapse of you doing the work. You can cut it by seconds and then skip to another part and then do the final reveal. That's a really those are the really good videos. Mhm.
Okay.
I use reels more than photos. Yes, because photos people don't want to scroll anymore. And the video, it moves and that's what catches their attention. To see something move, to see something being placed, to see something rearranged or how you put it together basically. I mean, that's what people really want to see. I do boost posts occasionally. I do. I pay maybe $20 a month, and I choose a post. For example, it'll tell you also Instagram will show you, oh, this post is doing good with viewers, so it recommends that you boost it. So that's what I do, and then I spend $20 a month. You don't even have to spend like I do. Let's see, I do $5 a day for 5 days. It's $25. So I spend $25 a month.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Um,
any recommendations around that? Like, because you can pick even like $2 or $3, or it like will start at $10. So, like,
mhm.
is it better to do more days, or it's like, is it all equal? Is it all equal
I
how you slice
I've
it?
never I've never done anything more than $25, to be honest. And I've gotten really good results. Like I was saying, for the last 4 months, I maybe spent maybe I spent no, not maybe. I spent $50 in the last 4 months. And that's how I gained, like I said, I was at 10.5 and I'm at 10.9, close to 11K. And that is a lot.
Yeah,
That's
that's a,
already, yeah, that
yeah.
is a lot. And
What
suppose,
action, what action do you choose? Because it can be like learn
yeah, so it gives
more
you,
or
yeah, so it gives you like, it gives you four options. I don't know if it's the same for everybody because I think it depends on the followers that you already have. But my option is, it says, let me go really fast and look at it. But it says something like, the first one that goes to me is, people of the same interest, people that are already
yeah,
looking
people just
into.
like your followers or
Yes,
by
exactly.
demographic or whatever. Yeah.
And then also, and then that's the first one. And then the second one says, let me, okay, it's not letting me because I have the music, but let me see. And then the second one says something about the location. So I choose, okay, it says an optimized mix of actions best for maximizing overall results from people most likely to visit your profile, follow, engage, or message you. That's the one that I choose always
Oh,
because it gives you a broader expand of viewers and followers, that are into like they're looking for things like that you're doing in your page, and they follow other people that are doing the same thing. And then it says, who should see your ad? Suggested audience uses advantage plus audience to reach people most likely to take a variety of actions. So I use the first one as well because you do want people that are going to comment, that are going to like. I've received a lot of saves on my reels, and that's very important because it's also in one of these slides that I'm going to show you that Instagram is changing so much that we have to be able to learn how to also change our posting and the way that we boost things, like those changes. Some people used to just do people around your area. Like, no, you got to open up. That's the way that you get more follows and more views. So it's very important. Mm-hmm.
okay.
um the next one is, okay, so I'm going to important strategy for collaborations. This has really helped me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I work with planners. I worked actually right now we're not in contract, but we work with a restaurant. We had a customer, request our services to a restaurant. They loved our work and they kept us as in their preferred vendors list. So I always tell, when I have a group, they ask me these questions as well. And that's the first thing I say, go to your restaurants, go to restaurants around your area, or Google restaurants with like party areas because they do have them. And you just go take your card and let them know, hey, my name is so and so, present yourself. And I would like to talk to the person in charge of planning your events. And when you meet the person, just let them know what you do and, tell them about how professional you are. Tell them about the quality of work that you do and that you'd like to see if they have a preferred vendors list and if they could add you to it. Sometimes they will. To me, I haven't had that experience or I've never heard anybody, but I know that sometimes they would, like you can exchange business with them. Like if you add me to your preferred vendors list, like I could offer you balloons for Mother's Day or for Christmas or something like that. Like do a little bit of exchange, let them know that you're doing something for them if they do something for you. So that to me, like I'm always booked at that restaurant.
Mhm.
And sometimes they choose us, sometimes they don't, and it's okay too. And it's okay to go to more than one restaurant. You don't just have to stick to one. um Photographers, I used to work with one photographer as well. This was back in the day when I did paper flower walls. There was these jumbo paper flower walls that we used to do, and she would, oh, can you do this wall for me? And then she'll do photos for us or things like that. the same thing. And then of course she'd always tag us. That's another thing. Like when you do that type of strategy with restaurants, photographers, or even like the planners, make sure that they're tagging you in their posts. Make sure that you mention that, say it like, oh yeah, sure, but you know what, like, because planners will ask you for a discount price because they have to upsell it so they can get something. So make sure like, okay, yeah, I can do that, but I need to make sure that you're going to be tagging me in your posts. Always say things like that, because if you don't put it out in the clear, they won't do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then of course,
Oh, a question about this cross exposure. So, I was at an event this weekend and there was somebody who was doing like the blow up screen or whatever, right? Like for a video thing, like a movie night or whatever.
mhm,
And then there was another vendor that had like some like chairs and like blankets and stuff out for the, so those are two separate vendors, right?
mhm.
Well, one of them does balloons as well. So I was like, should I tag them or should I not tag them? You know, because I'm like,
Yeah.
they were nice and I could definitely cross promote like some of the services that they have. But they're going to be pitching balloons if if the client reaches out to them first, right?
So, okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead and
No, that's
finish.
it.
Um, so for that, I do think about it. I'm not gonna lie, I do my math on the other vendor. Like if they're doing balloons, I do see their work and I'm like, oh well, it doesn't hurt me, in if are they in my area. And I know that we all travel, but like it's you risk it, you might not risk it, because other things do happen where I just had this situation with a friend. So she has her nail tech, and the same another business, balloon business, asked her, hey, like, can you give me your nail tech information, blah blah blah. And my friend used to do her balloons for the nail tech, and this new person came and she I think, I don't know if the nail tech asked her if she did balloons or something like that, so they got into a conversation. And so something went out, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, things like that happen. So it's like, it's up to you, like I used to be afraid of that, like to tag other balloon vendors. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I think that's like on each person, like if you want to do it. For event planners, I mean, they always tag any balloon vendor that they hire. And
Yeah, yeah.
I
Event
just,
planners, that's easy, but just
yeah,
like there's like
yeah. But I don't know. I just think that, just it's up to you how you feel on that part. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um and then yeah, that's I know it says one setup becomes exposure for multiple pages. I recommend mostly, if you're doing balloons, then don't tag another balloon vendor. I would just tag the rest, if anything. So
Yeah.
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 Hmm. Okay, and then this is a part where I was telling you guys that Instagram is changing. It's turning into a search engine. The keywords matter now. Like, you have to really focus on those keywords, from your bio to your caption to the screen text that you put on your reels. It's very important that you guys are putting titles on your reels. Very important, because Instagram reads that. No emojis. Emojis are non-readable to Instagram or AI or anything like that. So don't worry about the emojis. It's more about the words that you're using, because you want people to save and share these reels. That's what's counting now. Likes don't count anymore. You can have 1,000 likes, but what matters is the reposting, the saves, and, well, the shares. Basically, shares and repost is about the same thing, but sharing is more through DM. Like if you share it to another friend or anything like that. And DMs are also being read. So if Instagram notices that you guys are getting more DMs, that's really good. That's really good. Even you can even cheat on this one. And I'm not gonna lie. I have my business page, I have my merch page, and I have my personal page. And what I do is I go to my business page and I share it to my other two pages. And I do the same thing. I go to my personal page and I share it to my business and my other page again. It doesn't matter. As long as Instagram notices that it's being shared, that's what's important. So that's just like a trick and a hack
Yeah.
that I wanted to
I
share. Yeah.
I
And then
missed
of
the
course,
one. Sorry, I missed the one that you see you have business page and personal. And what was the third one?
I have a merch page.
Oh,
So
merch page.
I was doing balloon artist merch. I stopped because I was trying to, you could say, like renovate it, like change it up a little bit, and then I got stuck. So I haven't done anything on there, but it's still like visible and it's still active. And so what I do is I go to my business page and I share my story or my reel or my post. I send it to myself, to my other two pages through DM. And then I go to the other two pages and then I look up SYS balloons and I send them again to myself. So it's like you're making the movement and you're actually helping Instagram, like telling it like, oh, okay, so I'm getting DMs about this post. So then they'll boost it up. They'll boost it up so other viewers can watch it. So you're helping yourself. That's kind of like a hack. Mm-hmm. And then
Hold on,
another,
before you move on. Sorry,
yeah,
before we move on. So I'm
yeah.
trying to think of like, so for my balloon business, what's the type of content that people want to save or share? And so
Okay.
it could be they could share something that they liked from an event that we did. Oh, I like this shimmer wall one, so I'm going to share it or whatever. That could be that, but that might be very niche. People might not necessarily like that might, I don't know, that might not get shared, right? Because people just say, oh, it's pretty and move on, right?
Yeah.
So I guess like educational content
Yeah.
around like how to, I was even thinking about this the other day, like if you're doing a photo moment. So Samantha is working with a client who's doing a photo moment and looks for an 8x8 backdrop. So some things that she might want to educate her client on are these are the backdrops that are 8x8 that work well for a photo moment.
Yes.
Secondarily,
Yeah.
you need to have like X number of feet to step back to get the photo. Or I would think about how to frame the shot. Like those are the
Yeah.
things that like the client probably might not be thinking about. They would just be like, okay, you tell me, I don't know. So if you can educate the client in that way, right? So
Yes.
maybe those are the types of things that we should be posting. So what are there some things that you've gotten like a lot of saves on or a lot of shares? I know you have an audience where you're also educating balloon
Yeah.
artists. It's a
I
little
was
funky.
just I was just gonna say, for example, me, I do a lot of teaching. So I do a lot of tutorials and things like that where I teach how to make a garland or how to make a backdrop or anything like that. But for you, for people that are not like looking to do what I do, like let's say influencer thing, do things that are for your business. Like yes, like you just said, the backdrops, like oh, you need this many feet of balloon garland for this, or these are the colors that we're going to use for this setup, or teach them what is the difference between a garland and an arch. That is a main confusion with all of our customers, and not a lot of people have that in their reels. Like do an arch, like a classic arch, and then do a garland and teach them like, why is this an arch? Because it goes all the way around and it's like a one size balloon measurement. Whereas to a garland, it's a multiple balloon sizes, and it has like a organic shape. That's why it's called an organic garland. Because we don't teach them enough that when we're getting these orders, we get confused in the middle of it, because we're like, wait, you said an arch, but now you're saying a garland. So it's like, it's so confusing. So yes, teach them of what you have available for them, what you're selling, what your what you want them to see that you're selling so they can order it from you. Don't teach them how you make it, because they don't want to make it. They want to buy it from you. And the more that you show how to make it, they're going to be like, oh, well, you know, because we have the DIY moms, they're going to be like, oh, well, that looks easy. I can do it. And then they'll go buy it, and then you just lost a customer. So teach them what you do, not how you do it. That would be the thing that I recommend to you guys, because for me, I'm more of an educator, and I do balloons, but I've seen the people that see my tutorials are not my customers, because they're the ones that pay me to go do it. And so mostly my tutorials are for other balloon artists. Mm-hmm.
Right. Even like theme ideas. Those are the ones that I like to look at too. Things like that. What would you do for a man's birthday? Because people are like, balloons, like, you know, is this, you know, that's one thing that no one ever knows what to do for a man's birthday.
Yeah. Or say something like, are you having trouble deciding what theme for, you know, looking for your husband's birthday, or what balloon decor, you know, you want to send them a surprise balloon, something, you know, like, and then create it. Because like I was saying earlier, like when I was telling you about the dream box, they wouldn't have, she, even when she emailed me, she says, I would have never thought this could be useful for a balloon business. Mm-hmm. So that's where you create, you you blow their minds by doing things that they didn't know was that you were able to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then excuse me. And then going back to the SEO profile tips, I was saying earlier that, you know, it's very important to have these keywords in your bio. There is 2 sections in your bio that are very important. Where your name goes, next to your logo, there's like some dark bold letters. There is very important, because that's the first thing that Instagram reads. Mine, it says, it used to say Balloon Decor Los Angeles. I just changed it to LA Balloons. Excuse me. I just changed it to simplify it. It's LA Balloon Decor. And I put my business name and my personal name, because people now know me by my name. Another thing, also try to add your picture, your image on your logo, because sometimes people want to see who they're talking to. And that's very important, because they say people connect with you visually. So that's why I have a little corner of my logo, and then the rest is my photo. So that's very important. And then the searchable words in the captions, like birthday balloons, that's for your caption when you're posting. It's not your hashtags. So this is so important. When you're doing the caption, let's say you're using ChatGPT, when you're going to do the hashtags, ask ChatGPT to not repeat the same hashtags as the words that are in your caption, because that's where you build more searchable words for your post. Because if ChatGPT or you are repeating the same words from your caption on your hashtag, it's not going to go anywhere. So you gotta make sure that you take advantage of those hashtags in a different way than your caption. And I believe Instagram changes this all the time. It used to be you could do up to 30 hashtags, then they cut it up to 5, then they cut it up to 3. Now it's back again to, I believe, like 10. So I would do 5 at least, and that's what I do, at least 5. And then sometimes even Instagram, like it highlights it in blue, your hashtags, and then you'll see if it doesn't accept it more than 5 or whatever, then just erase the rest. There's no need for you to keep that in your caption.
Mm-hmm. So hold on. So do I want to have hashtags that have like a million or whatever, like, because sometimes it's like it has like a million of the thing, right? A
Uh-huh.
million likes or a million usages or whatever
Yeah.
uses, and then another one, it's like so birthday balloons would be like 20 million, and then like Mickey Mouse birthday would be like 1 million, and then like Mickey Mouse balloons or whatever. Do I want it to be like the most, or is that just going to be like I'm just going to be one in a million and they're not going to find my stuff, or
Right.
like
So that's the whole point of asking ChatGPT or for you to do the hashtags different than your caption, because you're already saying in your caption, oh, celebrate your child's birthday with Mickey balloons in this beautiful red and blue and black, I mean, red, black, and yellow garland. So you wouldn't use Mickey balloons anymore.
yeah.
Or you wouldn't use birthday balloons anymore because you already have it in your caption. And that's what makes ChatGPT or yourself work to create new hashtags, or to even maybe the hashtag is already created, then you can choose something that has less usage.
Would you
If it
use okay, so sometimes we use South Bay balloons, South Bay pop, South Bay life, like South Bay kids parties. So like those are things that we want to be like locally found that people
Mhm.
might find, but then it's not necessary. So like a mix of that and then like what the party is, like strawberry, strawberry shortcake or whatever, like whatever
The
the
theme
other
is.
theme is, right?
Mhm.
But like
Mhm.
like what's good?
I would only, well, I guess that, for example, me, what I always do is I just make sure that it's words like yes locally, but I only use one. I
Okay.
won't use
Would you
like
use
so
your own
many.
business name like that? Like,
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes, I have a hashtag with my own business name. And then
Okay.
I have, for example, I've used wherever I go to the location, I put balloons of Ventura or balloons of Inland Empire or balloons of San Fernando Valley. Like wherever I go, that's where because I want to go back. I want them to see it again. And it does work because I have had customers, oh, you do balloons in my area. I'm like, yeah, like we go anywhere, we travel around California, and that's my thing. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess for that one's it. Yeah, let me go to the next one. So this is for you. This is a simple content formula that is something that I use and that we were talking about. It says using different types of content helps keep your audience engaged while also building visibility, trust, brand awareness. Not every post has to sell. Some posts can inspire, educate, or simply showcase your work. For example, visual content, you would do balloon setups, event transformations, and behind the scenes clip. I don't know if you guys have seen my page, but I do, for example, one line of 3 posts of the same event. For example, I'll post a behind the scenes, I'll post just pictures of all the images that, like that I did of that event. And then I'll do like how I did this, or I'll share like how I put it together or how I came up with the colors or something like that. Like you have to do it of the same one because people want to see. People want to see how did you get this image or this design? How did you create it? And that helps. And they'll probably not like your pictures, but they'll like your behind the scenes video, or they'll probably even save the part where you're showing, oh, we chose this backdrop because the customer, she wanted this color and we just thought it was a great combination, or things like that. They can even do, if they have Fanfaire, they can do the Fanfaire design and then how it turned out.
Yeah, mock up to reality. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's a really great reel. And it's just a short caption. The captions don't have to be long. Something short. Something short. And then of course the educational content, you can use tips, tutorials, the setup process, industry, trends and ideas. Okay, for the trend, industry and ideas, I feel that there's like an overload of that. Like we all try to do, you know, what's trending, or but let's go above. Let's try to go above than what we see on Pinterest or on our own Instagram. Like try new things. You know, I did a balloon chandelier for Valentine's Day for Valentine's Day 2 years ago, and that one just hit the roof. It didn't become viral, but it really was so successful that it had so many shares. Just create something. It doesn't have to be perfect. It worked for you. And the thing about these tutorials or these ideas that you create, someone's going to create it probably better, probably not better, but you are the one that created that idea. And that's what we need. We need to be able to show our viewers and our followers, and you know that, or have that video go to more people. Do something different, add something extra, even if it's an idea that you already saw, change it up a little bit, give it your own touch. And then promoting post. Always promote services you offered. Like for example, me, I always promote my Cricut classes. Those are for sure thing that I promote. Seasonal promotions, if you have sales or if you're offering holiday decor, and booking announcements and collaborations. Always, you know, announce like, hey, my calendar's open for June, July, and August. Or for example, create some create also some in Canva. You know, I don't know if everybody's familiar with Canva, but create some of these informational posts. I have one for the summer. It says how to choose the right decoration for the summer. You know, and I explain, choose lighter colors, don't leave the balloons under the shade, don't use high shine. So create some of those posts. They're informational and it helps you. Anything that helps you, like your customers see that you know what you're doing, because you need to say, I'm the professional, you can trust me. That's what helps you. And honestly, it does help. It helps so much, because then you don't have to struggle with your customer telling them like, oh, you know, are you gonna, you know, oh, it's gonna be under, you know, under the sun, like no shade, no nothing. Oh, well, I recommend, you know, that you use lighter colors, and you know, and then keep resharing that that post or that information on your stories.
Yeah, everybody should send the message out. If it's 100 degrees, black balloons don't work.
Put it on your website, you know, because people do look at your website. If you guys don't have a website, I know I didn't talk about it here, but it's very important to have a website. With as long as you have like pictures of your work, and a form that they can fill out. You can even connect Fanfaire to your website. That's how I have it as well. So it works. It really works. Um, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, those posts, the informational posts are really good. Those are really good. And always think of yourself, your business, like how you want them to know your business. When you're posting your videos and your informational posts. I think that those are the things that have helped me be different than other vendors. Oh, because a lot of vendors just like they do rentals and things like that, but they don't post as much as us balloon decorators, because we need more. It has to be more care for balloons. So you need to post about those things. Yeah. And then tools I actually use to create my reels. I did start using CapCut like everybody else, but when I started seeing the way that Instagram was changing, the fact that they don't want like all these fancy flashes and you know, like the way that it changes our transitions in the video, they want to see you I started using Edits, the application for
Well,
Instagram.
hold on. Let me ask you a question about that. Is it that they don't want that, or they don't like it when the video is already edited and uploaded and you're not using any of their tools? Because I feel like if I'm using their on-screen text and like clipping things together and it's made in Instagram, it does better as opposed to like me doing, sometimes I need to do some stuff like outside of it. But
Mhm.
I feel like if I just upload the video already ready, it doesn't do as well as if I do some of the stuff that is in Instagram.
So the thing is that you have to be able to, like, you can use it, but it's for, like, how can I say it? For example, edits, right? I use it for my balloon work as far as like the behind the scenes and my in my tutorials. I would do it on CapCut. Why I did it on CapCut? Because it gave me the editing was so much easier on CapCut, and I didn't use their templates. I just edited. When you use the templates, I only use it for recaps, for shorter videos. But when you're doing something longer than 15 seconds, then I recommend that you use edits because, like you said, sometimes they are longer and edits will help you boost it. So,
And so edits is edits made by Instagram? It is, right?
yes,
So like they want you, I think it's just the fact that they want them you using their tools instead. And so they just prioritize it.
of course, of
Yeah.
course. And but like I said, like it depends on what you're doing. For me, I still use CapCut only for my cricket class recaps, but only because edits doesn't have those really nice templates, and you have to do a lot of editing on edits.
So all of the social media schedulers out there, they block like using like music and things like that. So like I don't so do you ever use the scheduler? Like never, right?
No, no,
Yeah.
I have not.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, keep going.
No, 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 it's fine. But yeah, that's what edits is doing. Like edits is Instagram. I'm saying they're choosing the videos that you are editing on edits. But here's a hack. So I will use my CapCut and always download it without the watermark. It says for TikTok without watermark, right? So you download it, you save it on your phone or your gadget, and then you go to edits and you upload it through edits. Because the thing is that as long as it doesn't have a watermark from any brand, you're good. But now if it has a watermark, like, we all see those videos where it has the CapCut little logo at the end, or the little TikTok logo also watermark on the front or at the end of those videos that we watch. Even though people are looking at them, but that's not what they want you to do. They don't want you to have those watermarks. So if you don't download your video from CapCut, make sure that the watermark or the logo is not at the end, and then go to edits and upload it on edits, and then do the whole process so it goes to Instagram. And on edits,
Okay. You
you can
so
still
you
add
make the stuff,
music.
you make the same video for Instagram and TikTok and then just upload them both separately.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, separately. Yeah, I know it's a little bit longer, but it works. It really does work.
When
Also
TikTok
on
was like about to be banned, I was like, oh, thank God, I can't do another thing. And then it didn't. I'm like, darn it.
Yes, yes,
Please,
I
just ban
know.
it.
Oh my God, I stopped also doing like TikTok, doing all my posting on TikTok. I stopped. It's too much. Like I can only focus with one.
One of my girlfriends said that, so she's a facial plastic surgeon. So people want to see what these people look like before and then what they look like after
Oh
and even
yeah.
in between, right? So she said it took her a while on Instagram to get to 10,000 and then her following just dropped. But then she had a lot more success like building up to 10,000 in TikTok faster. So I don't
Uh,
know why that is, but like something when you teeter around 10,000 on Instagram, it's just like you don't grow as fast or something.
yeah, I think that what happens is Instagram, to be honest, they want you to spend money on boosting and just add more money, honestly. Because like I said, I was stuck at 10.5 for a very long time. And in just 4 months, like I getting to almost 11, it's like that was a big difference. Even though I only
Yeah.
spent $50 in 4 months. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. I mean, business is you have to invest. You're investing in all these
Right.
apps, you're investing in, so I mean, if you have the opportunity and your business is doing well, boost some of your stuff. Another hack that I do is, and maybe I do send my reel over to friends. I am the friend that likes everybody else's things, or I will comment, oh, what a good color combination, because right now, if you comment with an emoji, that doesn't even count. You have to comment
Oh,
words. You have to comment words on somebody else's. There's I don't do it for that purpose, but I've seen that obviously if you go comment in somebody else's page, like somebody's bound to see it. Somebody's bound to see your page from or your comment, and they'll click on your page and it'll work for them, or maybe not, but I don't do it for that purpose. I just do it because I feel that because of the way Instagram is working, I want everybody to have that chance or that opportunity that their work is boosted. And I mean, and I would like the same thing for me. So I do send my reel and I do say like, hey, can you share, can you give it a comment or a repost. Right now the new repost is that little
yeah.
circle arrows. So that's also a good thing. You don't have to share it on the stories anymore and tag it. Like I said, just repost or send it to somebody else or save it or comment. That's what Instagram is doing right now. Mhm.
Are you using ManyChat?
I am not using ManyChat.
So
I
I've
I
figured it out, and obviously you have to have, there has to be like a reason why someone's going to comment something. So like you can use this for a
yeah.
lead magnet, like, hey, like get our kids guide to throwing a party in the South Bay. So we have that one where they can comment like kids party or whatever, and then they have to give us their email and then it will send them the thing. But then other than that, I'm like, I don't want to email these people. Like, okay, great. I got a little more action, but like, okay, I have your email.
Yeah.
Great. That's good. But
Yeah.
other than like them getting something like that, I don't know what else that they would comment on. Like, what other thing do they want to hear from
So
like we made a grad guide, like, I'm out of
yeah.
ideas. Why would they want to comment on my stuff,
Yeah. So right now, even that has changed. So in the past, or like just previously, you could comment. Oh, you would put like comment a balloon, and I'll send you this. Or comment a little grad cap, and I'll send you that. No, now you have to comment a word. It's like, okay, if you want this info for that glue, comment glue. If you want this info for a grad cap, comment grad or something. But now it has to be all words. Emojis are nothing. So don't ask for an emoji on your comments. Always ask for a word or words. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then let's see what else. And then phone camera only. That's what I use. I don't have any fancy cameras. I did invest when I was working with LA Balloons. I did invest in lighting because my lighting here in my room, in my living room, is very, very bad. So that's basically the only thing that I invested. But everything has been on an iPhone, on an Android, and that's it. Like, you don't need anything fancy. And especially it's really good when it's a phone, because when you're out there working, like you can put it like somewhere where it's far away but you're still seeing the whole thing. And so your phone is good. You don't need any fancy cameras or anything like that, unless you're doing something for a brand or something. Then that would be different. Mm-hmm.
Wait, before
And
you end, can we talk can we talk about a few of like the tactical things? Like you said
yeah.
you use a voiceover. I've never
Yes.
done that directly into Instagram. Like I've done it in another app to
Mm-hmm.
record something and then taken that whole video. So like how do you do that?
Okay. Well, I don't know how to share my screen, and it's kind of complicated with the way I have my things out here, but so you go
Right.
into your edits. Oh, but you don't have edits, right?
I just downloaded it.
Okay, let me see. I think let me try Reels really quick. Let me see. Reel. Okay. This one already has. Let me see if this one. Okay, so let me see if I
And
can.
also one of our other sessions, you talked about like choosing music, like trending
Oh,
music
yes.
going up. It's like under 10,000 uses or something.
Yes. So for music, it's very easy because when you're going through your Instagram feed, not your feed, but your FYI, right? Is that what it is? FYI, your main page where you just scroll and everybody that you
Yeah, your
follow.
feet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay. So you see everybody else's content. And so it's very easy when you're looking at let me see, let me show you somebody's reel. Okay. So this is somebody's reel. I think it's a little party girl. So this is her reel, and down here you can see the song. So what you do is you're going to click on the song, and if it's something popular, it'll have like a little gray arrow on the side of it, and that's a good
Hold
sign.
on,
That
tip it forward because I can't
oh,
really. Hold on, I'm gonna pin you too. Hold on.
oh, sorry.
There we
Okay.
go.
So if her song here was good, like people were using it and it's being like good as far as like what can I say? Besides being used, it has like good I don't know. I guess the wording or the sound. So it would have a little arrow here on the side, and that's your sign that it's a good song.
Okay.
So let me show you, for example, if you go to, let me see, if you go to Reels, I'm gonna, okay, so I'm uploading this video and I'm gonna go choose a song right here. And you have your list. It gives you a list, a few different lists here. I think it has for you, and then it has trending, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the green lights. The green lights are songs that people have been using and that are good for your content.
Mm-hmm.
You can also see that some of them have arrows, but the green ones are new, and those are the ones that I try when they're new songs.
Okay.
The red ones are not doing so well, so don't choose the red ones.
But do you always want to choose from the trending list?
No, I like I said, I have, you have to have some saved songs that you like, that attract you. And then what works is that you are putting these songs to match what you're providing in your content.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this one's a video of a flower. I'll probably use something that has flowers. Let me see, like something like this, because it's twirling. And so the people connect the music to your video.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that attracts your viewers, and it helps people wanting to share it because, oh, that looks cute. That looks, like it's so in, like the motion and the song like goes together. So
Right.
basically that's what I do. I make sure that my content connects with the song. I think that helps a lot. Well, it's helped a lot in mine. The arrows, that's been something that I know that everybody uses, like the arrows, that's a sign, the green light is a sign. But for me, it's the connection of the song with my reel. I can't um I can't like just post anything and like have the music not match the feeling of my video. Also, when you're doing voiceover, make sure you put one of those songs. Make
So
sure
wait,
that
so
you
how do you do the voiceover? Like,
you're gonna make me do a voiceover.
yeah.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, so I
The way
showed you the
Alexis just said, yeah, that was so funny.
Alexis, let's see. Let me go back to that song that I saved. Okay, so I used that song.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the arrow down here. I selected it. It's
Right.
there. Now I'm going to go to edit video right here,
Right.
and you're gonna press on the music. See how it highlights the music?
Yep.
So you're gonna go down here on this little menu and you're gonna choose volume.
Okay.
Okay. And the volume that I choose is 10 or a 12 because you just want it slightly. Let's see.
I've been doing like 26. That's
No.
like way too high.
Okay. Well, it depends on the song, but so you want it lightly.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Okay.
once you have that done, you go to voice, you click on it again so the highlight disappears and you get the other menu and you're going to go on voiceover. Let me
Okay. So
see.
voiceover below there as
Yes, it's
no.
voiceover below there. So let me do one really quick. Let's see. And then I'm just going to say what this is about. So excited to share with you our new upcoming props for the spring. So celebrate Mother's Day with these new beautiful flowers. Okay, hopefully it went through. Let's see. And we're gonna push. So excited to share with you our new upcoming props for the spring. So celebrate Mother's Day with these new beautiful. So excited to share with you our new upcoming props for the spring.
Okay.
So celebrate Mother's Day with these new beautiful. So excited to share.
Okay, now captions. Would you use captions with that?
Yes. First the title. So first the title, what I would do, let me just pause this because okay. So I would go to again to the main front of your reel and you're gonna select text. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not on edits on this one. What if you wanna take it to edits? So what I'm gonna do now. Okay. I
wait, where
just
did you
finished
go?
my voiceover. I finished my voiceover. It's because I did it another way. I didn't use edits. But
Okay, no, you're in Instagram, but then
yeah,
you're adding this text to be where?
on the front of your video. So let
But
me show
but
you.
is that when you've already saved it and that's
No,
no.
it's while you're still working on it, while you're still editing it.
Okay.
So you bring down your arrow. So you open up the whole view. You select text, and you put your text. Let's see. I'm gonna put new props available. And then the reason why I'm using that because I want to attract people to know that I have new props. So obviously I'm going to use the word new props available. And then you have to choose your font. Always use bold letters. For your title, don't use anything too slim. The color should also be either white or something with the outline. I know that some fonts have there's a feature here right next to that little square.
Mhm.
And that one shows you, oh, that one's the AI one. Okay, I don't want that one. Let me see. Okay. So if in the little square, if you keep pushing it, it gives you different options. Oops. That square right here, it gives you a different option of the font. Let's see. It gives you like a black outline. Let me bring it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it gives you,
That one's different than the text on screen because, well, isn't it going to show up on the bottom and it's going to be like the first text?
No, this is going to show on the front of the screen. This is going to be like for your cover when you, so you leave it there. If you leave it on here, it's going to show all through your video. If
Okay.
you do it on it, but also once you come here again to edit it, you can erase or you can shorten it. So you can cut off the time that it shows
Well, so
on
that's
your,
what I've been using for captions. So I just like put them where I want them within the video.
yes,
Okay, but the first one is considered the title.
exactly.
Okay.
So this is where you shorten it up so it doesn't show all the way across of your video. It's just gonna show in the beginning, and that was it.
Okay.
And I could put more fonts and say, or more wordings and say, oh, more colors will be available. Save this video, or you can say it even on your voiceover. Save this video to get more or to see more, later, or come back or whatever. Like you can say it on your voiceover.
Okay.
And then once you have it here, you can download the video. Down here, you go once. Let me show you again. So once you, okay, let me see. Once you're here, you're editing. You go press down that arrow, and you're gonna come down this menu, and you're gonna save it down here.
Okay.
Once you save it, you can save it as a draft, or you can save it to your camera roll. You save it to your camera roll, and then you upload it on edits.
Oh, wait. I thought you were going to say TikTok. So why am I taking it out now and doing it in edits separately?
So if you're not doing it on edits, because if you do it on edits, it's gonna give you more views. So
well, because I start in edits, why did you start there?
Because I just did it on there. It was just faster for me.
But can you do that stuff in edits? Can't you do that stuff?
It's the same thing on edits. But on edits, there's another good feature here on edits. And the feature here is that once you upload your video, let me see. See, I just uploaded the video. The only thing is that it didn't let me save the music and my voiceover. Why? That's the thing about reels and edits. It wants you to do everything on edits. So you can right now you just start on edits. When you're going to post a reel, just start directly on edits. And it's just going to be much more simpler for you. Okay, so I'm going to start over. Here is my video. Let me add the music. The music also that you have here, or that you're able to choose, is also the one from your saved menu. You can use the ones that are in your saved menu. You don't have to, but see, that's my saved menu. So I'm going to choose that one, and I'm going to lower the volume.
Nancy, sorry to interrupt, but
No.
so, because I do edits, right? So if I'm using it in edits, you're saying download it to your phone, go back to edits, and then from there upload it?
No, so I did it that way, but you don't have to. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, forget the way that I showed you first. Just go directly to edits, because what I did, but with edits, you don't have to save it. No, you don't have to save it.
So just from edits automatically post it?
Yes. That's what I was going to show you right now. That was the feature that I was going to show you right now. Because with edits no, it's okay. So with edits, it's just faster and you get to post it right away. Yes, you can save it as a draft if you are busy and you need to come back to it. You can save it as a draft and go back to it, or just finish it up right there on the spot. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Within the edits, can you also save it like download and save like you did earlier?
Yes, you can. Like but the only thing that if you save it, let's say you want to post it on TikTok, it's gonna have your Instagram watermark.
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Going back to the
Yeah.
watermark thing,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
do you recommend not doing, because sometimes, I post it on Instagram first and
Uh-huh.
then I get lazy, so I'm just like save the video and then upload that to my TikTok.
Yeah.
But
So no,
obviously,
so okay, if you don't want it with the watermark, just do it on regular reels like I was doing it first. Which means you just go directly to Instagram. That's the way that I did it first. So let me show you. So this is regular Instagram, right? And then to do a reel, you go here and then you select reel at the bottom. Okay, and then you choose your video, and I'm gonna do this one again. And that's how you're able to save it from down here. And this one will not give you the watermark. This way will not give you the watermark. Okay, let me show you. But if you do it through edits, it will give you the watermark. And
because I do it without the watermark, but I feel, Nancy, that when I do it that way and then try to upload it, that's when it gives me the Instagram watermark, not
really.
the one from edits.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have, I'm looking at my edits here.
Uh-huh.
And so when I upload one of these in my Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
or when I do a video and then do it on Instagram instead of edits, right?
Uh-huh.
Then I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't save it. So then I'll just go to my video, save that video that's already uploaded on my reels,
Mm-hmm.
take that, put it on TikTok. It shows like D-Balloons IG, D-Balloons IG, like it just pops randomly on the video.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe that's very weird because I've done it in the
Go check out
past.
my TikTok after, guys, not right now. And
Okay.
see, because that happens to me. That's why I was interested
Hmm.
on the whole thing that you were talking about, because I feel like it happens to me when I upload it. Like if I upload it to Instagram and then I go back, you know how
Mm-hmm.
you can go back and then
Yeah.
manage and then put download video?
Yeah.
It'll have the Instagram like
Logo.
little IG at
Mm,
Divaloons on there. I don't mind it, but now like
yeah.
with the whole algorithm, it gets me thinking like, is that getting flagged on TikTok because it says Instagram on the video?
It could be because if Instagram is doing it with CapCut and TikTok, then it's the same thing for TikTok, basically.
Okay, watch. I'm
Yeah.
gonna lower it, but I don't know. No, you're not gonna be able to. Why does it do that? Why? But it randomly pops up. Okay, see, like now it popped right here. It started up here and then it changed to down here where it says at Divaloons IG. Yeah, it's right here. It
How
says
recent?
IG.
How recent is that video, or how old is it?
This one was like on 4/23. So like
April.
what,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Okay, then maybe they changed it because for a while they were not doing the watermark.
Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
like from a different date,
Uh-huh.
also in April. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe
Interesting.
that's new. Maybe because I haven't used the download part anymore. Um
Mm,
well, I have, but it was only been from CapCut. That's the
got
one that
it.
I've used the most. And then it's only for like short videos, not for long videos. So I don't know if that's even the thing. But for Instagram, I go directly through edits. I just
Got
go
it.
now. I can work on it on regular reels and then download it, but I'll upload it again on edits. You see what I'm saying? So maybe
Yeah.
because I keep it on the same platform, maybe that's why it doesn't show it.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
That,
that
yeah, because
could
I'm
be.
looking
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
this is from October last year and same
Mm.
thing. It has
October
the
last
little
year, yeah,
logo, the
that was
Instagram
good.
logo, and then it says at the balloons, and then it says the song name that I used
Oh wow.
on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, I was just curious to see if
Yeah.
it was
I
me
think maybe
or
that's the thing, that maybe because I'm downloading it from Reels and then posting it on edits, maybe that's why it doesn't show.
yeah. And
Hmm.
since I'm downloading directly from Instagram, obviously they're gonna put
Yeah.
there's no option for you to put no logo on it. Not
No,
like edits.
no,
Got
no.
it. Okay,
Hmm.
thank
Hmm.
you.
No, you're welcome. So yeah, I don't know if that was helpful, Alexis, if that was good, or you had another question.
No, I just need to mess with it more. You gave me a lot of good ideas.
Sorry,
Awesome.
to summarize, sorry, can I
Mhm.
just make sure that I got this right? So if you want to post only on Instagram, what about Facebook and Instagram? Do I use edit or do I go the original way that you show us was within the Instagram app? I mean
Yes.
within the app, right?
Hmm.
You don't use CapCut for in voiceover.
No,
Okay. So use Instagram app only if you're going to post within Instagram.
correct.
What about Facebook?
So for me, I have my social media connected except for TikTok. So I have my Instagram connected with Facebook. So it automatically shares it to my Facebook
Got it.
page.
That's how I am mine too. Okay.
Yeah. So just make sure that when you're going to post on the bottom of your reel, like before you hit share or post,
Mhm.
you go to advanced on the bottom of that screen, and it asks you share on Facebook. Make
Okay.
sure that you select it so it shares it to Facebook.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Okay. We're wrapping up. If you have other questions, Nancy's super accessible. Please follow her on Instagram at SYS Balloon Designs.
Thank
She's
you.
awesome. She's also in the community, and she also is an affiliate of ours. You know your code, Nancy?
I don't remember right now. I'm sorry.
So all these people are Fanfaire customers. You can use her code to upgrade to a different plan. You can use her code. So Kathy, like you're gonna switch over to the balloon account. You can use her code. I will find the code and you can post it in the community. Okay.
I need to keep it somewhere safe so I don't forget it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So I will post it in this video as well. So for people in the community. So thank you so much, Nancy. This was a lot of fun. I really, really appreciate you. And again, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to Nancy and follow her.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope that all this was useful and helpful for you. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed of posting, and don't be afraid of doing new things with your business. Remember, this is your business, so do it in any way that you can. And little by little, you'll build up that courage to do more and more. So I hope that you guys like this.
Yeah, we did. Thanks again, Nancy.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you to Alexis. Bye, everyone.
Okay, have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.